Hello, Bulls. How are you? I was already preparing myself for your readings as I do every time I start the videos. And I was looking at the astrology. I already start shuffling my cards and all my decks I have here. And there is these two cards that jump in. And I don't know if you watched my videos from last month, but I decided to make some changes. Taurus. I'm not gonna dive into these cards until I have the whole spread, alright? So it might take some time until the full spread it's in front of me, but I will be already giving some tips of what I'm feeling. You know, this is a way, it's a way of reading the cards that it really allows me sometimes to get more specific in the messages I see with the cards. And then little by little, I'll be saying or combining like what I'm seeing with astrology because, you know, I just want to say before, getting to these Taurus, for this whole time, like before starting your video and thinking about maybe what is going on in your life and what is happening to Taurus and how you're feeling, I felt the need to tell you that it's okay to change. It's okay to change, Taurus. And most definitely when you have these kind of changes. Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Coins coming in your present. These two cards they wanted to jump in, and I mean two tens. Like achieving something here that it's big. Probably regarding your career or your work or what you're doing right now or what you have as a vocation. The world coming in your past. So as I said, I'm not gonna say everything that it's already coming into my head, Taurus, but I really felt that I needed to tell you this because I know that for Tauruses in general, of course, you know that, and I don't know if you're new to the channel or maybe you're quite new into this esoteric world of astrology and cards, but you don't need to be a Taurus to be watching this video. I mean, we all have Taurus in our chart. You know, in the moment we were born and right now, like with everything that is happening, there is always an influence of each zodiac sign in you. And of course, some of them, they are stronger than others. And as well as maybe somebody who is not a Taurus or doesn't have a sun in Taurus might be watching this video and have a resonating with the stories. What is coming in your obstacle? 5 of Wands with the Page of Swords. It could also be, Taurus, that you would be a Taurian there that has maybe a lot of influences in Taurus, but maybe this reading won't be for you. And if it's not for you, it's fine. You know, I have many other videos in my channel. I'm starting the videos for August, but you can always check the videos from last month because definitely there might be something there for you. And otherwise, you're free to go. Okay? Now, this is being very interesting here, Taurus. Too many cards, but I always like to look at them because, oh wow, Taurus, look at this. Page of Cups, the Lovers, 6 of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. You're calling so much the attention. It's like, your ruling planet is Venus. And well, it's one of your ruling planets. Definitely the one that has a lot to do with you, like your personal traits, that beauty that you embody, Taurus, and that sensuality that you have with everything that surrounds you. And this month, it's gonna be a very Venetian month for you, because wherever Venus goes, it's where Taurus is. And it's touching a part of the sky during this month that it feels so much better. Even though probably the obstacles that we always have, the obstacles are always there, all right? There is nothing perfect. But I think that Taurus had come from such a, wow, Taurus, getting paid off. This is the month where you are starting to see the results. And this is not just in your head, Taurus. This is physical. And you need this physicality. You need this materiality in a way. But when I'm using the word materiality, it doesn't mean just in a superficial level, There is like this super bad misconception of Taurus being overly materialistic, which I know it in many ways, sometimes it can be, a Taurus that is not very much connected to the earth. It could have a trait of being overly materialistic, or in some ways seen by others as superficial, but Taurus couldn't be less but superficial, Eight of Swords in your environment. Someone maybe is feeling stuck here. Someone maybe that wants to approach you, or a situation in general that in your environment feels a little bit stuck. But this is the amazing energy with Taurus. I mean, guys, when the whole cards are on the table, then I'll be showing you again the cards, okay? So don't get impatient. Okay, Taurus? Hopes and fears. The moon. Having the moon in your hopes and your fears. You're in search of something that maybe was in the hidden for some time, Taurus. Something that probably you were able to intuitively feel, but you could not see. There is something here that maybe you were waiting for, or it's almost like it was in the darkness, in the shadows. Two cards. This is you. And as I was saying, man, I mean, the Hermit coming with the King of Pentacles. Very earth grounding energy here, Taurus. No matter whatever is happening to you right now and the changes, I see something here big is happening. Like, we're it's like this year and a whole period, and it's such an intense charge. It's almost like the earth, and it's almost everything is so amplified. And many people right now are quite sensitive, and they feel very uncomfortable with everything that is happening and what is going on. But what I love so much about seeing these cards is that no matter the changes, no matter the ending cycles, you are so grounded. Like Taurus is sitting down there, and this is how I'm feeling you right now. Taurus is like, okay, all this is happening, and you see people getting anxious. You're starting to see people that, they feel stuck maybe with what they are doing, and maybe you are the one now who's being of support and help to these people that are close to you in your environment, maybe at work or maybe in your family. I mean, there is a lot going on here, but it's almost like Taurus, you are in your element. And this is the thing, you know, I mean, I want you to give me, before I go dive deeper into this reading, I want you to give me 2 seconds. Because it's like, guys, I'm having already so much here that I just need 2 seconds to put my words together and the whole cards, the full spread. All right. We're gonna start from what you come from, your past, Taurus. Achieving here something. Maybe you have traveled, or you come from a period where you were traveling, or you had, maybe it was a short trip, or something here that maybe was associated to a certain movement, maybe going somewhere, changing of location. I mean, we experienced yesterday, and you know, these things is not just about one date, but we have one of the astrological events that are gonna be the highlights of this month is the new moon in Leo that we experienced this weekend. And man, I did a reading for Leo yesterday, and it's like, it was so crazy. And I'm telling you, man, I think these readings for this month are gonna be so, it's like, it's almost, I feel like there is a super high frequency in the air right now. And even though maybe a lot of people don't like to believe in these things, I think that everybody right now is feeling it. It's almost like we're in a moment where everybody is into these vibrations that are like, almost like they're guiding us here somewhere. It's just that maybe sometimes these might come as very unconscious, and then sometimes it becomes like more clear or more obvious. Like, why I'm feeling like this right now, why this is like I'm stressed about it, or why I'm feeling suddenly all these emotions coming back to me, you know? Like, that's the general energy that we have today and during these weeks. Because this new moon in Leo, it's happening for Taurus, you know, each sign, these aspects happen in different houses, in different sectors of the sky. And for you, this is your home, Taurus, your 4th house. A new moon that it's bringing something that probably has been closed in the past. You know, maybe you change of location, or you are planning, or you had planned on changing of location, or maybe doing something regarding your home environment that it's quite new to you. It's almost like it comes to you, you know, Mercury, the moon, and the sun together. And what happened yesterday is that we experienced one of these important alignments of the years, and is Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. It's aligned perfectly with the sun. It's Sirius star is like, it's almost like the second sun for the earth, for us. It's a much more like a spiritual energy, where it's almost like, I mean, astrologers, they remark this day as the moment where the gates, the lion gates, portals are being open. And all this touching your home, which for Taurus, this is important for you. I mean, for whom is not important, but for Tauruses, family, roots, you know, everything that you see as your security, your stability, your home environment. This is very important for Taurus. And it's like, you know, Tauruses, you tend to be the sign that, you know, it made me kind of laugh, but even though you are a Taurus that loves to party and go out and hang out outside, and generally Taurus is when they want to have friends, to visit friends, they will always ask them to come over home, because it's like Taurus, it's like you have this vibe that you love being the hostess, you love to host people in your home, you like to make them feel comfortable, you like to create like this home environment that can be rich and that can be, and when I'm saying rich, I don't mean like rich in that literal sense. I mean rich in the sense that you can feel at home. It's like that homing, cocoon vibe that you love to have in your house, and where that is like Taurus can be relaxed. Taurus there can be, it's almost like you can enjoy yourself. Because so we experience right now this new moon, and Mercury is there, Cyrus, the sun, the spotlight in Leo. So something quite probably even can come as dramatic. I mean, guys, as I said in the beginning, I really felt like I needed to tell you this, Taurus, it's okay to change. And I think that right now something that is happening to you is that Taurus is right now, because the world, so, and having the Wheel of Fortune and a 10 of Coins, this is like a lot of change and rapid change that it's coming here, and it's bringing a lot of abundance. The 10 of Coins, it's the maximum of abundance we can have in Tarot, even regarding materially speaking. I mean, and you're coming consciously here with this Ace of Pentacles. It's like something that you started maybe as a job, or something that a hobby that now you're practicing more, that maybe has to do or is a lot related to this home environment. I'm feeling this intuitively as well, Taurus. Maybe you're someone there who works or is thinking of working in their home, or doing an important change in their home that is related to this wealth, to this comfort, that even though everything has been changing, and even now I think that the speed, it's like the speed, I mean Mercury, it's also like you receiving here so much information, and things are coming to the clear about what you want to do in this environment. And you're receiving here something, and it's not little, Taurus. Maybe you did already, or you are in process of receiving this. And I think it's very much related to this home, like this home that you created or that you are creating right now. This family idea you have. Maybe when I'm saying family, it doesn't have to be necessarily your parents, sisters, siblings, cousins. Maybe you don't have that kind of relationship with your family, but maybe this might mean that those friends, those people that are your family and that you consider very important in your life. And you're receiving here something. I really get this because, I mean, look at this, guys. You're having two tens following each other. So this is something that you were working on for a very long time. And you receive here something, or you are in almost, it's like, that you are receiving here something that materially speaking is important. Could be that extra money, could be that extra job, could be that, maybe that it doesn't have to be necessarily money, but, maybe that idea that can allow you to start this new project or develop this new project that can be very solid with time, Taurus. And you love solidity, like to make things solid, like you don't like to rush things. But the thing is that it almost feels that something here is happening that is changing drastically your situation. And the difference right now, and Uranus. So yeah, during this period and throughout the whole year, we are gonna be having these peaks. And maybe you have watched already my videos, maybe you have heard this already, but in some moments of the months, and depending on the month, of course, and concretely this month and this first week of August, these are, like they say, the most uncomfortable moments. It's like when we might feel some tensions, because Uranus, a planet that it's in you, is touching you, Taurus. Like Taurus, you are thinking faster than ever. It's like you are appearing into this world as a revolutionary. And I think that this is something that in the past you even didn't think that you will be capable of, Taurus. And now things are moving, and you are moving. And it's almost like, Taurus, I feel that you are attracting here, even regarding your work and your career, because then we're gonna move to the second part of the month where it's gonna get a lot centered here in this. And already now, I mean, Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance and growth and expansion, is doing a retrograde back in your 10th house in Aquarius, where Saturn is. So if you were experiencing some problems regarding your career, or you felt some restriction, I mean, Saturn being alone in retrograde in this house, and this house of vocation, and the house of what you do in this world, and what you are, how you represent yourself, or regarding what you want to do. Not like this vocation. It's not just about work, but it has a lot to do with work, as we're talking about what you want to do, and it's almost like what you're guiding yourself to do in the future. And Saturn in this house being alone, I think that maybe there was some things that were happening until now that feel kind of restrictive. Like maybe you have some problems. I mean, Saturn has a lot to do with institutions, government, administration, maybe an annoying boss you have at work, or and or simply maybe this planification that was taking longer than you expected or you wanted. And now when Jupiter, since the end of July, enters in this house, and he's gonna be in retrograde, and Saturn is in retrograde as well. And there is a lot of retrograde energy that is gonna stay like that until the most part of the end of the year. But these two planets being together, it's good, because it's like recreating a balance, making you be able to reassess whatever wasn't moving, whatever you were feeling restricted regarding this house. I mean, you see these two tens here with the world. Like, whatever was not coming and you thought it was not paying you off, and of course, if you did the work that you needed to do to get this done, you really might have the chance to see this price coming back to you, Taurus. To getting that payoff. To seeing that what you're doing right now is worth it. Like, it's almost like, it's like seeing that your work is not for granted. And as I said, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of pentacles here, and you're coming at the end of this reading as this King of Pentacles, which fits you perfectly, Taurus. Super grounded, stable, autonomous. Maybe you being like Taurus, becoming the owner of your own business here, or establishing here something where you feel that you can do your own work. I get this very strongly, like very autonomous energy here, Taurus. Entrepreneurial energy. Something that maybe you want to do solo. I mean, not necessarily that you want to work alone, but that whatever you're doing, it's like a growth and abundance that you did and you're building by yourself, Taurus. And when a Taurus doesn't do that, really, because, I mean, honestly, like, I feel, it would be kind of funny, isn't it? It's like, if I would be somebody right now who would be recruiting, like, looking for people to work with, I will ask them this question. Have you been born between April and May? Because, it's like Tauruses are the best workers. They are such a hard workers and they are so efficient. They're so good with finances and to manage as well these practicalities that sometimes other people might have really a lot of difficulties to put in place. Maybe they have the ideas, but they don't know how to guide these ideas in this material life so that the idea actually can arrive to that goal. And that's where Taurus is so good at. Taurus, and you probably you know this. I think that if you're a Taurus there has a lot of Taurus in their chart, I imagine that this is something that but and this is like these characteristics that I think that are nice to recognize so that you can exploit them and you can use them in your favor, as you also can use it to maybe helping here other people. Because what is happening here? So I see something here coming, in this house of what you're doing, and probably it's gonna become even like when we are gonna have this full moon in Aqua. Jupiter, Saturn in Aqua, and then a full moon in Aqua again, opposing the Sun. Actually, the Sun is already gonna be moving to your fifth from Leo. So this full moon in Aqua, there might be here something that you will get that you thought that you would not get, Taurus. Or maybe you didn't. It's almost like I see that maybe you were waiting for this. Like you planted the seeds, you made all the hard work to get to this achievement, and maybe until now you were not able to see the result. And then when this full moon appears, it's almost like something here is coming. Something here it's coming back, or maybe an opportunity or a situation or somebody communicating with you something here that can be like create a sense of wealth and abundance for you, that even if you were expecting it, it's almost like when it comes, it might feel like still as a surprise with the Wheel of Fortune, and not only as a surprise. The Wheel of Fortune, what it brings, and having these two energies, Taurus, and that's the thing is, Uranus is touching you, so, and it's doing these squares with these big planets, also the Sun in Leo right now. So as I was saying before, in the beginning of the month there are some tensions. There are some moments where we feel the struggle. Maybe even like this anxiety or this nervosity that has been, it's almost like this energy that has been contained. And now it's like our energy as individuals is telling us to speak out. And most certainly for fixed signs like you, Taurus, or Scorpio, or Leo, or Aquarius, this period is a period where whatever was fixed, and in this card you have the 4 zodiacal fixed signs of the zodiac. This fixed energy that it's moving. Like whatever wasn't moving, now it's being able to move. And the thing is that the difference when things that have been fixed for a very long time, they start moving. It almost feels like the earthquake. Definitely for you, Taurus. And now, what I love so much about it, and I see it when I see these two cards coming at the end of this reading with the Hermit and the King of Pentacles, is that, well, everybody's going fucking insane with everything. And I mean, you have this Eight of Swords in your environment, so definitely there is a situation in your environment that feels not very nice. And this is not your energy. This is an environment, or maybe someone in your environment that is influencing you or influencing the situation, maybe regarding your career, your work, or what you want to do. Who is very stressed. Somebody here feels very blocked. Someone here is not being able to talk or not being able to express themselves. They feel that they cannot see, and it's almost like they are like so anxious that maybe they are trying to, it's almost like maybe they are not doing this on purpose. Like, but it's like it's stronger than them. And yeah, it has its consequences. You are seeing these. And I think the Taurus, the reaction I feel from you, and that's what I love so much about your energy, because that's also where, Venus and Mars being together in your 5th house through the first 2 half of this month. And then by the end of the month, Venus and Mercury are gonna be in your 6th. So your 5th, like during these first 2 weeks, is like you're in a moment that no matter all this environment and all this general collective anxiety that has been building, Taurus is sitting down, and you know that you had worked hard to get to what you are right now. You know that probably there are still some things that are gonna come as probable changes. You also know that there must be people, battles, miscommunications with certain people that maybe you work with, that it's present. But Taurus, you're calm. You are actually here sitting down as this King of Pentacles, like in your throne, and saying, well guys, yeah, I know that I know that you're going through this. Yeah, okay, let me see how I can help you. Okay, well, there is this issue right now. It's insane, guys, because Taurus right now is feeling comfortable with change. And Taurus, even now, you see that there are still many things that you need to take care of. Probably people that you need to take care of. I see here this Page of Swords and this 5 of Wands. Pity competition, Taurus. People that probably they are struggling with their own ego and they don't know what to do. And what I feel is that you are like looking at this situation and I mean, really? Really, this is really what you're gonna be doing? But I love it because you are taking these maybe obstacles or maybe these piri arguments, if this is something that is happening to you with precisely one person in your life. Maybe it's an intimate relationship, maybe a lover. I mean, your planet Venus in the 5th, a house of romance, a house of how you enjoy life, how you entertain, maybe romantic encounters. I mean, Venus and Mars in the 5th house, feeling like you haven't here a chance to maybe experience romance or to have these connections with people that feel like, whoa. But at the same time, there might be some people here that will feel in a way, man, I want to have that too. I really get this feeling, Taurus. And maybe this is something that you are already experiencing right now. And you're like trying to block this because you know that Taurus is like, man, I don't have fucking time for this right now. It's like, I'm taking care here of myself. I'm taking care here of the people I really love, the people that also I know love me and who want to create and who want to be part of this world that I have been creating. And whoever right now it's overly reacting because of their own frustrations, I mean, I don't think that you will be very communicate with this precise person or environment, Taurus, right now. Because you are in the state of mind and emotional as well. I mean, I don't see many cups here, but I have the moon in your hopes and fears. So, and with this Venus Mars in your 5th and then your 6th, you are thinking more about taking care of yourself. And I feel like you're tuning in with your intuition, which is very strong, Taurus. It's like the kind of intuition that Taurus has is very different from other signs, but it's very, very strong. Actually, Taurus, even in Buddhism, I mean, the bull, it's the third eye. Taurus is the sign that sees without needing to see. And even though that's where maybe some people might not expect it, because you look like so earthy, like so much connected to this physical world, to this earthy material world, that fits you so well. But actually, you are so intuitive and so psychic. Your moon here coming as a hope. Maybe I gotta say, because in many times this moon can be also associated to some kind of maybe distancing that you want to have. Maybe if there has been these kind of situations at work or in your home environment, maybe there was some clashes here. I mean, having this square between Uranus, Saturn and the Sun in your 4th house during this month, in the beginning of the month, maybe some clashes in this family environment, maybe, or this work environment that you are needing to, you feel like you need to detach yourself a little bit, or you're like trying to look at the situation from far to see what was maybe hidden from you. I mean, I have here the 5 of Wands with the Page of Swords. This could really represent, and I have this 8 of Swords in the environment, like I see here maybe the same energy coming in your obstacle as is coming in your environment, Taurus. This could really be somebody that at this moment is, with the communication, is being very immature. There is some sense maybe of jealousy. Maybe this person, it feels that they need to compete, or they feel in competition regarding you, or they feel that they need to battle down a situation if it's not like, they feel that they have some issues here, something that they feel that they need to compete against you or something like that. And because of that, I think that maybe that this person, they might be hiding some important information. Like the Page of Swords coming in the obstacle is an energy that it's almost like someone trying to hide some information. Somebody maybe not saying something directly, maybe talking from the other side, not saying the truth to you directly. And yeah, I mean, and you know this. Like, maybe this is a situation that until now you didn't have so much proof of this, but I think that Taurus, you have been so concentrated in yourself, and like your energy has changed so much, and there is so much good coming here, that Taurus right now, it's in a moment that it's thinking like, okay, if this is happening right now, well, I'm actually creating all this good, and I know what I'm capable of giving, and I know that I want to, if I can help someone, I'll help that person if it is in my power. Or, you know, the king of pentacles and all this energy is a very generous energy, and Taurus is, you're like super generous, most definitely with the people that are very near you. Is like Taurus is all given, you know. It's like one of these signs that it doesn't have medium point. When Taurus loves you, it's all or nothing, you know. And they would not even realize it or even think of what they, you know, are giving to you, you know. But I know that Taurus energy has changed a lot, and even though you know, Taurus, that you want to help here, and you know, the sixth house, maybe because during the second half of the month, Mercury, it's gonna go with Venus into this house. You taking care of yourself and your well-being, and doing it with pleasure, which is even better, because it's not just like you wanting to take care of yourself, as you also probably want to take care of others. I mean, sixth house for Taurus is Libra, all about relationships. So you're thinking of taking care of these people that maybe doing volunteering job, or doing something for people that are in need, or maybe generating a wealth that you know that you could invest, maybe something that you want to give to someone that might be in need here, or even if it's not material, like something that you can practically do that can help them out. But at the same time that Taurus is doing this, you know now that you don't have time for this kind of, you know, arguments. Pity arguments, Taurus. You know that this person, whoever this person might mean in your life, this person is like, they are so mentally blocked and stuck that it's almost like everything that they are saying or the way they are acting right now, it's almost like for them it feels almost uncontrollable. Maybe they are not doing it with really bad intentions. Maybe they are doing this completely unconsciously. But Taurus, now you know. You knew this. And I think that it's almost like you are wanting here to discover something that maybe until now you could not see clearly about probably the situation. And I think that whatever information you're finding here, Taurus, regarding maybe this precise connection, can be at work or an intimate relationship or someone in your family, as I said, but I got the feeling that whatever this discovery might mean for you, or what you intuitively you were, it's like you knew this, and now you're wanting to dive even deeper into these, because it's like something here is calling you. And I think that the information that you might find might mean for you to maybe separate yourself temporarily from this connection, or find a way to have some kind of distance from this connection, because, you know, a part of ending this reading with this King of Pentacles, you have the Hermit. It's like something here is like you wanting to go solo, maybe, Taurus, or you knowing that it's almost like Taurus, it's like that, it's almost like right now it's like Taurus, you are not scared of being by yourself if that's what you would need, or that's what you will have to go through, even if it would be just temporarily. I think that you're in a moment where Taurus knows that if whatever comes here that you actually don't like, an energy that is kind of like almost creating problems where there are not problems, and that you start feeling that this is becoming too much of a blockage and that things were not moving regarding this person, I think that you will be the one walking away, Taurus. Or not necessarily walking away, but probably going to this, as I said, distance mode, where you will be much more in contact with yourself and like research by yourself a solution to this issue or to this argument or discord you have with this person. But man, I see you so grounded. Taurus, it's unbelievable. Like, it's like everybody right now is going fucking nuts, and Taurus, it's like, I knew this. Yeah, guys, I knew this. And okay, I know maybe there are still some things that you might be, that will mean these changes. But now, Taurus, it's like you're not scared anymore of the change. You will be taking this happily, like that's kind of your vibe. It's almost like you don't have that same fixicity you used to have in the past, even though you're very stable, even though you still take care of your own security, emotional as practical security, but it's almost like, also Taurus, all this energy in your fifth, like the second, like between the second half and the last, let's say mid of this month and second half, of the August, Venus and Mars first in your fifth. So much creativity here, man, like so much creativity. And I think that you're almost like, you are here a lot centered as well in making something grow. Maybe that idea you have for a business or something that you are doing maybe at your home environment, that right now it's almost like, Taurus, you're having that right idea that is like you want to explode, and you find the exact tools to do so. And Venus is almost like your planet. Yes, like you're attracting it, you're beautifying it, you're like, and then as well, regarding your emotions, I feel like you will feel so much lighter during this month. Like, so much like you want to enjoy, you want to have fun. It's almost like Taurus being an entertainer for others, or you being entertained by others, maybe. Like finding these situations where you see that everything that maybe in the past was a stress, or maybe these period or situations, maybe people that still are kind of creating this kind of vibe in your environment. I feel that it's almost like it's not touching you any longer in the same way, Taurus. And honestly, man, I clap you for this, because I know how hard it is for Taurus to accept change. And it's almost like Taurus has this thing of, it's almost like, even when because it's like Taurus, from the beginning, but it's almost like you have this thing that even when from the beginning, still you will engage in the situation just because you maybe, I don't know, maybe you still, maybe because you want to still give a chance or not, but sometimes like you get so much inside these that then it's so difficult for you then to get rid of it. And now I think that this is a time of enjoying, Taurus. Like, look at all this abundance, I mean, and all these grounding earthy energy, Taurus. It's like you're having here the world in your hands. And enjoy, enjoy that time sitting down in the grass and just looking around and, and thinking and taking a time to look at everything that you have achieved here or that you are getting, Anyway, Taurus, I hope you enjoy the reading. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, you can contact me via email. I'm leaving my email below. Or otherwise, you can also do it via my social media, Facebook or Instagram. All right? I wish you the best and really enjoy, Taurus. Have fun. Bye-bye, guys.